Alright, so with a combination of grinding and a whopping $5 in cashing, I was actually able to get not quite best in slot. Well, I guess it's kind of best in slot right now. I got a lot of really good gear for my Void Monk. Now, the only thing I'll need to do is change these ones to blue, but I might go ahead and cash for that. We'll see. But luckily, almost everything else is red, so a lot of the difficult stuff is out of the way. A lot of these are pretty high fighting spirit as well, so that takes a lot of the grind out. I only have to do it to 3 of them, so I might just buy some red stones and try to do it that way. But he's got full elemental tuner set, dirty and dirty cleaner set. So let's do some leveling. We have to apologize the coughing and clear my throat. I have acid reflux. It's been acting up lately. The doctor said a lot of it is just from stress, which I've obviously had a lot of lately. Well, once I realized that being able to do dailies twice will be benefiting me a lot, I figured I should invest in this character. I actually had a lot of elemental tuner pieces already just from grinding on my Steamwalker, so it works out. Gotta put the pet on. I feel like the pet is like the way they get you to spend money on this game, because it is really annoying to have to mash the button to pick everything up. And it feels like the hitbox for actually picking something up is really small. It's like, that's definitely one of the best things to spend money on, especially if you're playing on controller. This game is already pretty taxing on the hands just to play for a long period of time anyway, so any strain you can reduce on your hands playing this is good in my opinion. So I'm obviously not going to be getting into level 70 in this video, maybe tomorrow's video, depending if I feel like streaming or not. I don't think this game is particularly interesting to watch. There were people watching at launch, but it seems like the audience has kind of disappeared. So I tend to mostly play this like off camera while watching someone else stream, but if there's no one else interesting streaming, then maybe I'll look into doing it. Got anti-air. Quite the generous hitbox. Thought it soft locked. Luckily you didn't.
情報とは速さとレパートリーが重要だ。誰よりも早く面白い情報を集めなきゃ。あんたにはすげえ期待してるぜ。ここをちょこっと直せばいいけ。部品が
So we're getting a new update soon. I assume it will be next week. They didn't actually announce a date for it, but generally these games update every 2 weeks, so I assume it will be next week. They're going to be adding raids, and you'll be able to evolve your gear. So it's pretty nice that I got him his gear. He's pretty much going to be able to skip to like the last or the second to last like combat rating gate. I will still have to upgrade his weapon. That's going to take some time, but I'll look into doing that. That's something I would consider cashing for, because the thing I don't like about this game is just how long it takes to get the currency to upgrade your gear even once. And once it's past like +9 or so, it takes way too many resources. And I don't really understand why it's designed like that. I mean, obviously it's to encourage people to spend money, but I'm used to like DFO and stuff where the rates were like just as bad as this game, but closers as well, but it took far less resources to even attempt once. That's what gets really frustrating when you grind like for hours or however long it takes depending on your character. You know, you have to do basically like 100 runs. Actually, it's more like 90 runs or so to get a chance to upgrade once from like +10 to +11 in subsequent levels. And just to have it fail is just demoralizing. I'm glad that you can grind out the fuses to prevent it from breaking. I think that's actually pretty cool. A lot of people have been complaining about the game being pay to win, but it's like $2 every time you attempt to buy one of those fuses. So, unless you're rich, it's definitely better to just try to grind them out. The gold sellers are already infesting this game. It's only a matter of time, really. I can see why they're here, because gold is actually a very useful resource in this game. Generally, in Korean MMOs, you know, they trade lock almost anything useful. So a lot of people don't buy gold unless they're like really desperate. But in this game, you know, they're actually nice enough to let you buy most things, which I think is one of this game's biggest advantages. Like, you're not completely at the mercy of RNG in this game. Obviously, there's lots of RNG, and there has to be some RNG in games like this, but being able to just buy what you want and grind for it, I think is really cool. I don't know, most Korean MMOs, it's just plain not fun to get something that is best in slot for another character or class that you have no interest in playing, and not being able to share it with someone else. I've never really liked that aspect of these games. So I think it's really cool that they let you bypass a lot of that. And yes, you can spend a lot of money to do it, but you know, it's not always the... You have to really watch the market to do things like that. Like, you can't just buy random stuff off the cash shop. You have to really pay attention to what's in high demand at the moment and use that to make money. Like right now, I spent $5 to get about 8 million by selling the fuses. Because right now, I'm probably going to focus on this character and worry about the raid and increase my combat rating that way instead of trying to get +15, because I've tried numerous times now, and the game has just not been kind. Like, for instance, they've given out a lot of premium service lately because of, like, maintenance and bug fixes and stuff like that, so the exchange rate for that from buying it from the cash shop to in-game money is, like, pretty low right now. And it's $10 for premium, and it's like $2 for one fuse, and the fuses are going for about 3.5 to 4 million. So you definitely have to play the market. You know, if they're giving out a bunch of stuff for events and things like that, then that's not the kind of thing that you want to invest in if you're trying to just flip it for some quick money. Premium used to go for 15 million, like, at the beginning, but then they started giving out the events and stuff, and the exchange rate just plummeted. Sanko missed. Surprised it's not letting me skip these now. Probably getting to that point where it's going to start letting me just auto-clear. It hasn't really given me many rare candies on this character either, so I'm going to have to play the hard way. A lot of people have said, or some people have said, that this class is not as fluid as the Steamwalker. I actually like playing this class too. You kind of just like a just quintessential beat 'em up character. Not a whole lot of AoE. Nice feedback on the moves. Feels satisfying to play.
情報とは速さとレパートリーが重要だ。誰よりも早く面白い情報を集める。
Now it's probably gonna start letting me skip stuff because I'm past the recommended level.
ドロイドの部品みたい
Yeah, I
な
was right.
この部品じゃなかったっけ。見た感じは似てるんだけどな。
Dinosaur's name is Reptor. Is he like related to Reptar from Rugrats or something?
ちょっとだけ、もうちょっとだけ。あ、そこよ。直せばこ。
Alright, so hopefully I got a rare candy. Hey, bingo! That'll take off one level. Cool. Alright, so I think I have to go to the cerulean place now. I'm already well into level 60, so I'm probably going to get to a long string of just being able to auto-clear.
ご苦労様。これであんたの中にある力がますます大きくなるわね。
本当に申し訳ないお願いなんですが、奇跡は我々のこの手で。
必要なものはありませんか？
So, in terms of the raid, I should actually be able to do it on day one. There's a Twitch streamer that I watch. I don't know if he'll have room free for me because I'm not in his guild, but that would be ideal because he's way stronger than I am. But the minimum combat tower requirement is going to be 500k, so a lot of people are making that final push. We're all assuming it's going to be next week, but could be later than that. But on the other hand, I don't really think they'd talk about it so quickly if it wasn't.
本当に申し訳ないお願いなんですが、あなたのもとに
So there's supposed to be like an event right now where if the whole community hits 3,000 concurrent players, they're supposed to be rewarding stuff, and I guess we were on the cusp of it. I guess there's not enough bots playing this game. I was under the impression that the gold sellers would have like thousands of bots in the game to inflate the population, and we would reach those milestones. But unfortunately, I think we were like a couple hundred away. But they made an update and they said that they're going to give us the first day anyway. I assume that the other ones aren't going to be met. I mean, it would be kind of a good thing, a blessing in disguise, if the bots took over. But I don't know how exactly all that stuff works. They're going to be giving out some free Zenith elixirs, which are these rare candy things, a bunch of fuses, scrolls, and I think some other stuff as well. So we're supposed to be getting that first day on the 25th when the event ends. It's supposed to encompass the whole weekend. So I don't know if the other ones will be met. I kind of assumed that it would because the game seems pretty popular. I mean, for a game like this, it's obviously a niche, more of a niche MMO. But I guess a lot of people are not idling, so that seems to be why. Ooh. Cool. It's all going to be replaced in like a day, but anything to make this go faster is always good. You have to wonder how many people are actually going on those gold sites, because this is actually a game that you can very easily make money just by using the actual cash shop and not risk your account being compromised or getting banned. It's a shame that it's happening. It seemed like the gold farmers were not interested in the game until like the past couple days. I guess they realized that gold is actually useful in this game. Most like Korean MMOs, it's usually like there's a couple things that you buy with gold. Usually like they'll have like gold sinks in the game, like enforcing your gear is always a very common one, or there's certain things like that, like certain RNG elements that they'll have in the game that they encourage you to use your gold on, but it usually never involves anything with gear. At least gear that people actually want in the end game, like maybe like towards the middle of the game, the mid game, or the early game, people will spend money on gear. But usually, anything you want in the end game, you can't purchase with gold. But here you can. So I guess they feel that it's a good market. All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and I'll run out the rest of this potion, and that'll be it for today. Only got 15 minutes left. That's a good length video, 45 minutes or so.
よろしいでしょうか。あなたの手助けが必要になるかもしれません。
Actually, I think we're getting a free large imprint scroll as well, so I kind of wanted to get to 65 before the event
見ない
ends.
間にリオンもすっかり変わったわね。ご苦労様。これであんたの中にある力がますます大きくなるわね。
Leveling starts to slow down pretty significantly around this point, so it kind of makes it a little bit less interesting to watch from a spectator standpoint. I'm not like quickly going through new levels. Not sure if there's something it wants me to destroy in here or what. There we go. Nope. What happened? That stupid freaking ad about the pet gem made me tab out of the game somehow.
ねえ、ドロイドの部品みたいなのある？ご苦労様。小さいネジでもいいんだけど、持ってない？ちょうどいい感じだったのに。なんで大きさと長さがちょうどフィットするやつってないかな？入ってしまえば大丈夫なんだけど。
So here's where you start getting a level 60 gear, a therapist gear. And your power level actually starts to increase quite well. But that doesn't really matter for me, as I'm basically just going to be rolling with whatever it gives me until I get to 70, and then I'm just going to be able to pop all that stuff on. I should be able to skip the first major combat rating thing. I'll probably have to upgrade the weapon, but with grinding, if I find a good grind party on my Steam Walker, that will be very easy to do. I already got all his gear to +9. The Knuckles are still at +14. Like I said, I think at this point I'm just going to try to get this guy up because apparently the myth gear for the Steam Walker is like really bad right now. A lot of people are complaining that he's overpowered and stuff, but apparently he starts to fall behind because A, he does not have a second awakening yet, even on the Korean version, and B, the raid gear, the armor is like really bad apparently. So I think a lot of people will be in for a rude awakening. I mean, he'll obviously still be very strong, but The other characters are going to have like far better options. I guess they have better set gear affixes. So I kind of wanted to play another character in the meantime. I mean, this version of the game is actually serviced by the developer, so I
みんな
assume
に
that
ついて回
they
っ
will
てる
get
の
things
に
to us a lot
何も
faster
買
than
っ
what
て
we're
くれ
used
ないの
to. But
か
apparently that buff patch for the Steamwalker just came out like this week or last week. So I don't know when that will happen. I don't know how much motivation I'll have to run the raid if the gear that I get from it is going to be trash. It's probably going to be better for me to just evolve my current gear, the Spirit Lip set, and then go from there. Alright, so I didn't mean to go back to town, so I will do one more level, and that'll be it for today. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. I'll probably do a stream after this video. I'm probably pretty close to 70, but like I said, at this
その
point,
方法さえ分か
the
る
leveling seems to slow down.
ここをちょこっと直せば
And I don't have a wealth of rare candies to skip it. I'm really only going to be able to skip, like, probably at a maximum, like, 2 more levels, so it's going to be about another 7 to go. Once I get him to 70, maybe I'll look into doing some guides for him as well. Right now, he's going with Elemental Tuner and the Dirty Cleaner set. I don't really like Elemental Tuner, but the evolution effect for it automatically picks up the orbs, and I already had over half the set just from playing my Steamwalker, trying to get him his blue Pluto weapon. So I figured, why not? That set wasn't really doing anything in my inventory, and it basically eliminates a lot of the gearing for him. So I'll try to see if I can do a Void Monk's Journey to Level 70 video for him, probably within the next few days, to get him ready for the raid. He's not going to be anywhere near 500k combat power, but I will be able to do it on my Steamwalker, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you guys have liked the Kritika content. I know I sounded a little bit negative in the overview. I just wasn't having the best day, but I obviously like the game. I've had some people or saying some kind of frustrating stuff about me in the comments and stuff. That's why I disabled the comments. But obviously, I'm really liking it. I'm not getting paid to play this or anything. I did
そこそこ
talk to
よ
them. I did send them an email seeing if they would maybe give me some like content creator packages or something, but they said that they'll get back to me soon. They don't really have a kind of program for that set up at this time, but it's possible that I may get some hookups. So if I do, I will let you guys know if there's any kind of promotional stuff that I can do. In the event that they do accept me, I'll let you guys know as well. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.